I'm here at Franja Academy with Tomaž, the president of the Slovenian Cycling Union and general manager of gas company Butanplin. And Butanplin is the company that initiated the project Safety on the Bike. Mr. Gurm, your business is gas. How did you get involved with safety on a bike?
Yeah, we decided to do something for society and for, let's say, for environment, something good. So we had a different idea, but on the end we choose to do something with the children, because we would like to do a better life, not only for us, but also for them and also for the, let's say, their children. So this was the main point that we decided for the safe cycling.
Yeah, and then why cycling?
It's environment friendly. It's one way how you can, let's say, use the tool for the transport. You can easily use to go to the school or, let's say, to the job. And it's, as I mentioned, it's environment friendly. And it's also, it can be also part of the family, because you can use the bicycle for the family trips and so on, you know.
Yeah, so it's not only a project that focuses on being safe on the bike, but also a project that wants to promote use of the bike.
Yes. The idea, the first idea is to help children to become more, to feel more safer, to understand better the positive and negative way when they are on the road, on the streets, you know. But this is the main. But later on we understood that that we can change their behavior, because today we are in Slovenia. We are not such a Dutch, let's say, you know, country where you can see the bikes all around and the bike all around the country. For us, it's still much easier to take a car and to go somewhere, even a few hundred meters far, you know. So we said, we will do something very good for the children. So we were focused on the safe cycling, but with their help, later on, we will also change our behavior, so that we will also use more bike than we use today, for example.
Yeah, and how do you do that? How do you get people on the bike?
With the children, we say that we start with the tender, safe cycling, when they have, for example, 3 main scopes. The first scope is to ride down the, let's say, the way from their home to the school, and where they have some obstacles or problems, how to gain safety there, you know. This is the first. The second one is that they have to do something and to write what exactly they need to bike to safety, you know, helmet, brakes, all the, let's say, lights and so on, all the equipment what they need to feel safety. And the third one is the trip with the bike, you know. And usually it's, let's say, the best, the nice trip that they did in the, let's say, last few months, you know. We think that children help us to change us, you know, when we speak about adults, you know. It's a point that children came home and they're happy because they bike, or they speak with the parents about the biking and so on, and they can motivate the parents for the, let's say, that the next day, instead to go for some trip with the car, they can just take the bike and go together as a family by bike, you know.
Yeah, because how many children are now participating in the project?
In the project this year participates over 2,500 children from the 87 elementary schools.
Yeah, and that's from all over the country.
Yeah, it's around the country. It's based voluntary, the tender. It's much better than the previous year, but we will be happy when will be exactly the whole schools. But it's very difficult because we have to understand and we have to be realistic that there are a lot of different projects you know, and you cannot be sure or think that each school they will decide to go with this to be participant of the tender safe cycling.
Yeah, because a school that wants to participate, what is expected then of the school?
They will need time, you know, especially teachers, coaches. They will need, let's say, additional time to work together with the children, because usually it's this done on a friendly teaching way, you know, to understand much better cycling, to understand much better the traffic, and of course they make some things from their, let's say, ideas, and also with their hands. So it's time costly. Could be time costly. So it means that the teachers and the masters should agree for this, because they had their work, you know.
Yeah, and what is being offered from the project to the schools?
To the schools we offer later on award. For the 10 the best, we gave them the award, and they get additional, let's say, the material for the safe cycling. Each participants, they get also hamlets and so on.
Yeah, but also is there some, let's say, educational support that you deliver experts or materials?
We have also this. We have our partners also, where they work together with us. They make on the end also the different, let's say, education program, additional not promo material, but material for a better education. And they also can make some tests on the different tracks, on the different equipment, you know, that the children understand or they become more friendly with the bikes.
Yeah. You just mentioned it, partners. With whom are you doing this project?
Yeah, we work with Slovenian Cycling Association. Then we work also with BTC City, with ROG, with Telecom, and with from the government side, the Agency for the Safe Traffic.
Okay, and then I guess each partner delivers some of their expertise, or?
Exactly, yes.
The children that participate in this project, do they really, all these children, they ride their bike to school?
No, not at all, unfortunately. But the children, their ages between 10 and 11 ages, they start to be ready or to prepare for the license, cycling license, because in Slovenia you can get the cycling license between 10 to 11 ages, and what we understood after 3 years, because this year was also the 4th year that we did, you know, it's that when we start with the project first year, we got the feedback that the people who participate the children who participate this tender, they make more kilometers by bike than before that, you know. So it's very important. Even the children, they use just once or 3 times per year bike. We are happy if he will use next year just 5 times. It's better than the previous year. And this is, let's say, only one of the goals that we can say that we succeed to get it.
Yeah. So you definitely see that during the project, you see that the children use the bikes more and more.
Exactly, yeah.
So
and they feel more comfortable, more safety, so they don't, they start to speak between them, you know, and they go together even to school, or they have afternoon some short trip and so on together, so it's also fun.
Yeah. Can you maybe name some safety measures that were taken as a result of safety on the bike project?
I would say that the first part is that when they explain and when they wrote the road from their homes to the school, with the obstacles and with the, let's say, problems they met, when we spoke with they already spoke, and also when we spoke with the local authority, they already changed them, so their roads becoming safer and safer, and this is already the first part that was done, you know. Yeah. I would say that we can't at the moment measure with some other things how that we can say if it's safe or not, but I'm sure that they feel more comfortable and should be consequently also safer on bike. You know.
Yeah, and can you name like your own top 5, let's say, for safe cycling? What would it be?
You know, first of all, mind. You know, we have to be very careful. We have to understand. Of course, the helmet helps us to cover our head, but the point is that our head has to be on the right side with the right, let's say, right thinking. You know, so we have to understand that we are in a, let's say, dangerous environment or not completely safety. It's very depending on us, but not only from us. You know, so we try to explain to children that they have to look a lot around because they can happen suddenly, immediately, you know, from the car or bus driver or whatever, with whom, you know. So they have to think. But not only this, they have to also, of course, keep the rules, you know, and to be, let's say, not too fast because they can lose their mind, and then it can happen something bad. You know.
Yeah. You yourself are an avid cyclist. Is there something what you have learned because of this project as a cyclist?
I would say that I learned from this project that we have to be, that it's important that we are not aware to use bike as a transport, you know. Because in the past I had maybe also my feeling was that you know, but with bike it's difficult, but then if it's a little bit rainy, no sense. But it's not true. You can use it without problem. You know, you just have to prepare yourself. You know.
Yeah. So you're not only using the bike recreationally, but also to go to work, or?
Yeah. Also. I'm quite let's say close to the office, just 4 kilometers. You know. And if it's possible, so that I don't have a business trip or that I'm not the taxi driver because I have 4 children, you know, then of course I take immediately bike and I go by bike.
Yeah, and that is because you like it, or why?
It's not only because I like it. It's, first of all, I think that it's very positive, not for myself, but also for environment. But if I'm looking myself, I can say that I feel much more happiness if I use bike as a transport to the office, or if I go by car. You know, I feel very freedom. You know, it's very nice. And when I enter to the office, I feel much more positive than the normal day. You know?
Yeah. And this safety on the bike project, is it a project that's also adaptable to foreign, to other countries? It's something that other countries can also use?
I would say yes. I think that they have each country has their own, let's say, specific situation, you know. But nevertheless, I think that there are similar things. And these similar things, we can take the best practice from the different countries, and we can implement always, you know. So I would recommend it to make a similar thing. Yeah. Yes.
Because right now, do you have any contact with other organizations in
Not
other countries?
Not at the moment. We are part of the huge multinational company, and we start to discuss internally to maybe to start also in other countries, you know.
Yeah. But as a company then?
As a company,
yes. To take this initiative?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.